final monologue. He meets his friends, he happens to. And he has written his will also. And Wagner tells his friends, scholar friends who have come, he tells them that it seems the end of my master has come very near, because he has written his will and he has disposed of all his possessions to others very magnanimously and all that. So friends also come ultimately, that our friend Faustus, the great Faustus, he is perhaps, facing the last crisis of his life. So they come all with utmost concern for their friend. So at this time the scholars enter. Welcome, gentlemen. Exit Wagner. Wagner is servant of Faustus. He leaves. And other scholar friends comes and says, welcome. First scholar, now worthy Faustus, methinks your looks are changed. Means naturally, you are looking very changed person. Where is that former Faustus, our great friend, full of confidence, full of joy, full of glory, pride, power, to which Faustus cannot say, oh, gentlemen. Faustus says, ah, my sweet chamber fellow, had I lived with thee, then had I lived still. Just in brief, how much he has said. Had I lived with thee, I would have lived still. But now I cannot live. I have to depart. Means, just like you, if I had passed that ordinary life with you, I would not have come to such a pass as I have reached today. I would have lived still. Not prepared to go to hell. Had I lived with thee, then had I lived still. In brief, how much almost he has narrated the entire tale of this life. Means I did not live an ordinary life which you chose to live, and that was the right thing to do. And the result is that now you will be living, but I cannot live. In short, entire life has been summed up. You did not aspire for any extraordinary life, I did. You did not aspire for a life of presumptuous powers, infernal powers with black magic, which have ensured my end in this manner. You were satisfied with being man, and I was not satisfied with being a man. I wanted to be more than a man, a demigod. So I could not be a demigod, and now I am less than a man. At least you are living. I am less than. My existence, the value of my existence has fallen down, degraded, gone down to such a level that I cannot aspire for ordinary human life. Now he almost feels envious of ordinary life, which he so contemptuously and arrogantly rejected at that time. Okay, this is also with all this knowledge and my understanding, powers that I have acquired, with all this, is it right on my part to lead a normal human life like all others? You should not miss this factor at the last scene. This is the tragic irony of the play. Otherwise, we know the end is coming. But this end is coming with resounding tragic irony. That so much so that he is now suffering and we are also overwhelmed with that suffering. And whatever experience of, terrible life that he would be having after this, after his death, we are made to, look into that and experience that with him. Do you follow? So this is the irony of it. Each and everything that he says in this monologue and with his friends brings back his entire previous life of pride and arrogance and wallowing in, presumptuous powers which are beyond human control nowadays. They are known as overreachers. You may try to aspire for those powers, but the powers which you cannot control ultimately, and they recoil on you. So, who is better? The man who enjoyed and, made use of these powers, or any other person who lived a normal human life? He envies that life now. Envies? So this tragic irony repeatedly comes to mind. You almost remember all his other previous utterances of his arrogance and pride. They come back with it. That is why he says, had I lived with thee, then had I lived still. आया बेटा आप समझ, है ना? आ गया सारा? Had I lived with thee means like you, common man. Then had I lived still, but now must die eternally. In short, how the whole thing is summed up. But no, now must die. Not only die, everybody else will die. Eternally. Die eternally means that is damnation. Life fated to the life of suffering. Irredeemable suffering. So in brief, just see, with the tone of finality he can say, then had I lived still, but now I must die eternally. Look, sirs, comes he not, the devil, to take my soul away. Look, sir, means that moment has come when they are coming to me. First scholar, poor fellow, frightened. They have, all the pity, compassion, and sympathy with him, but at the same time frightened, not for themselves so much, but frightened at the terrible, fate that awaits Faustus so soon. Frightened. So, oh my dear Faustus, what imports this fear? He's saying with atmosphere, look, comes he not? What is the meaning? Means, why are you feeling so fearful? What makes you fear? Second scholar, is all our pleasure turned to melancholy? Second scholar says, we have lived such a life of joy, pleasure, power. Has it all come to this sadness, melancholy, to this sadness? Third scholar, he is not well with being over solitary. No, there is nothing wrong. He has remained so much isolated during these practice of magic and all that, over solitary. So perhaps that is the reason he is not feeling well. When he says, comes he not? Almost he is conjuring up some frightful images before your eyes. So no, he is not feeling well, and life of, isolation total, that has, made him see things perhaps they are not there. Second scholar, if it be so, we will have physicians and Faustus shall be cured. If he is ill because of this, let us call the doctors. Right? And there can be treatment. He'll be cured. To this Faustus, no. Third scholar says, it is but a surfeit, sir, fear nothing. ये दूसरा कारण देता है कि sir, it is a surfeit, means surfeit of perhaps you're overeaten, indigestion, and so feeling very bad. It is surfeit, sir, too much of something, suggesting food. So it is nothing, sir. It is but a surfeit, sir. Fear nothing. Don't be afraid. You will be all right. Faustus. And the word surfeit, just see how it strikes his mind. Too much of something. Surfeit means too much. Normally associated with food. Surfeit of this thing. But see, the irony plays itself when Dr. Faustus says, surfeit is surfeit of deadly sin. Yes, he is right. It is too much of something that is the trouble with me. But what is it? Not food. Surfeit of deadly sin. I am steeped in sin. Surfeit, it is all right. But not of what you say. Too much of sin. He turns, he gives a different twist to this world. देख रहे हो ब्यूटी ड्रामा की प्ले की वर्ड पे वो क्या कह रहा है पहले का इट इज बट ए सरफीट सर फियर नथिंग फॉर ए सरफीट ऑफ डेडली सिन दैट हैड डैम्ड बोथ बॉडी एंड सोल दैट हैज डैम्ड मी बोथ सरफीट ऑफ डेडली सरफीट ऑफ फूड will only damn body, but it has damned both my body as well as soul. Faustus is surfeit. Then second scholar says, sir, yet Faustus, अगर ऐसा है तो yes, Faustus, look up to heaven and remember mercy is infinite. By these words, you know that the dramatists are also keeping alive our hope that ultimately he may escape damnation. God's mercy is infinite. Pray to God even now. Look up to heaven and remember mercy is infinite. There is no end to God's mercy. Why do you think that the doors of God are closed for you? To which Faustus gives a long reply. Again recreating almost his entire previous life. Faustus says very beautiful. Mercy is infinite. To which Faustus says, but Faustus's offense can never be pardoned. I have committed such sin that it can never be pardoned. The serpent that tempted Eve may be saved, but not Faustus. The serpent that tempted Eve, Satan, but the very embodiment of hell is identified with, Satan, Lucifer, to whom God has consigned to hell when he revolted against God's authority. And since then, he has been the ruler of hell. But he can never be out of hell. So he says that there is no hope for Satan to come out of hell. One day he may be saved, but Faustus will not be saved. But to see his own conviction about his own damnation. So he can't repent. He can't pray to God sincerely because he knows, he thinks that he has committed more terrible sins perhaps than even Lucifer, who tempted Eve in the form of a serpent. Lucifer जो है, Satan है, वो serpent बन के ही तो उसको फुसलाता था ईव को कि ये this apple which has been forbidden by God, the real joy, everything, the joys of heaven are there in it. And God has deprived you of that. You eat it. And that was ultimately she succumbed. He tried first on Adam. Adam did not get persuaded. Then he tried on Eve. And Eve finally yielded and took that. तभी तो कहते हैं ना, क्या कहते हैं ये भी एक प्रेजुडिस है मैन और वुमन में, है कि सारी जो हेल्थ से निकाला भगवान नाराज हुआ, वो हुआ इस औरत की वजह से। एडम तो मना कर दिया। फ्रेल्टी दाई नेम इज वुमन, जो जिसमें हेमलेट में आता है। ये भी सपोर्ट करती है सेक्स डिस्क्रिमिनेशन को, सेक्स बायस को, ये थ्योरी भी। एंड पीपल हैव बीन यूजिंग इट कि भाई हम सब आज भुगत रहे हैं, भगवान ने हमको वो हेवन से निकाला है तो वो तो उसकी वजह से निकाला ना, है वो सैटन सक्सेसफुल हुआ तो ईव पे हुआ। तो this is that even that Satan can be saved someday. He may hope to be redeemed, but Faustus cannot. Such is his conviction of his own damnation. Oh, gentlemen, hear me with patience. His own sins. Hear me with patience what I have done, and I can no more claim the infinite mercy of God. He can show mercy even to Lucifer. But perhaps I am beyond that. I have gone so far that perhaps gone beyond that. Oh gentlemen, hear me with patience and tremble not at my speeches. Don't be spared, because they are such. Though my heart pant and quiver to remember that I have been a student here these 30 years. Just see how he, goes back to that life of scholar as in Wittenberg. And the life for 30 years that he lived in that. So, sir, he says, though my heart pant and quiver to remember, I tremble when I recollect. What recollect? That I have been a student here these 30 years. I have lived here with you scholars and a student in your midst, learning knowledge, these 30 years. Oh, would I had never seen Wittenberg. Now he feels. Now just see, in a very subtle way, some kind of blame game. Not overtly, but covertly. Now he blames that perhaps he had not been a scholar in Wittenberg, he would not have come to this terrible destiny. If I had not gained any knowledge, I would not have been the victim of so much of arrogance and pride. So I wish I had never been to Wittenberg. But the tragic irony is how much he was proud that he is a great scholar of Wittenberg and defeated so many other scholars in discussions and discourses and established his supremacy. Now, instead of that, he now wishes that he had not seen Wittenberg. And thus he further accentuated this feeling. What? Oh, would. Would means always wish. Would. Oh, would means I wish that I have been, and that I had never seen Wittenberg. Never read book. Repeat वही उसी. न विटनबर्ग आता, न मैं किताबें पढ़ता, और न मैं इतना बड़ा स्कॉलरशिप की पावर मेरे में आ जाती, और फिर मेरे सारे ये ambitions, lust for power would not have reached such proportions. So, I wish I had never seen Wittenberg. I wish I had never read a book. cursing even his education. Never read book. And how proud he was about book. कि क्या नहीं पढ़ी मैंने, क्या लॉ की, क्या मेडिसिन की, क्या डिविनिटी की, थियोलॉजी की, क्या चीजें नहीं पढ़ी हुई उसके बारे में. अब वो कहता है कि विश आई हैड नेवर रेड ए बुक. See the gap between what he thought of all these things and what he thinks of those very things now. Never read book. And what wonders I have done. All Germany can witness. Germany is witness to my great feats, magical feats. What wonders I have shown to the people of this Europe. Germany can witness, yeah, all the world, for which Faustus hath lost both Germany and the world. All these wonders which I performed, with which I impressed the entire world, I have lost that Germany also, and I have lost the whole world. For which Faustus hath lost both Germany and the world, yeah, not only world, yeah, heaven itself. Heaven. This is the greatest loss. Heaven itself. Now, which heaven? What heaven? Further he elaborates. Heaven itself. Heaven, the seat of God. The throne of the blessed. The kingdom of joy. That heaven. Which loss of heaven means the seat of joy. The kingdom of heaven, and blessed, and the kingdom of joy, the seat of God, must remain, and instead of that heaven, must remain in hell forever. Hell. Forever is the word. That is the key of his unbearable suffering. Of his unbearable suffering. Key is forever. So he repeats not only going to hell, but forever. Oh, hell forever. Sweet friends, what shall become of Faustus? Think for a moment. Imagine Faustus eternally living in hell. What shall become of? Can you think of this destiny of Faustus? What will he be doing there? So, sweet friends, that the word देखो हमेशा है. Sweet friends, what shall become of Faustus? Being in hell forever. फिर वो पहले कह रहा है in hell forever. What shall become of Faustus? Being in hell forever. Imagine your friend Faustus, your dear friend Faustus. Forever. Second scholar, oh Faustus, call on God. Even now. Faustus, on God? You want me to call on God? Pray to God? Whom Faustus hath abjured, discarded, rejected, contemptuously rejected. उसको किस मुंह से बुलाऊं? Whom Faustus hath abjured. Abjuring, abjure जो ब्लैक मैजिक में abjuration कहते हैं ना, गॉड की अथॉरिटी को डिसमिस करके और उधर उसको डेविल की तरफ चला गया. डिस्कार्डेड, रिजेक्टेड है, जिसको कुछ नहीं समझा उसने अभी तक. Whom Faustus has abjured, on God whom Faustus has blasphemed. Blaspheming जानते हो? हैं? कयामत नहीं? हाँ, crime against God, yes. हाँ, God के to speak ill of God, to speak ill, bad of God. उसको बुरा भला कहना, क्या है, कुछ नहीं है, साला कुछ नहीं है, क्या है मेरे सामने क्या चीज है? So whom Faustus has blasphemed? Oh my God, I would weep, but the devil draws in my ears tears. He thinks that he is so overwhelmed but he is not even allowed to weep, because devil is there who will not permit the tears in his eyes. He sees them. There is on the stage, there is always, on the side, the Lucifer and devil, the Mephistopheles and the devils, they are standing. They have come to collect him. ये visually ये बताया गया stage पे. So they are all the time there. He is not alone. So devil draws my tears. Gush forth blood. So he says, now if tears would not come, why my blood does not gush forth? Flow out of my body. Instead of tears. Tears तो वो रोक रहा है. Gush forth blood instead of tears. Yeah, life and soul. Oh, he stays my tongue. He does not even now when he is talking of God and all that, he stays. Means I am not permitted to even name God. Already I am damned. So my tongue is not. Previously tears were prevented. Now when I talk of that, gush forth blood and thinking of God's mercy, my tongue is held back. Oh, stays my tongue, he stays my tongue. Devil. I would lift up my hands. तो बोल भी नहीं सकता, रो भी नहीं सकता, तो चलो हाथ उठाता. This is also a gesture of, praying for the mercy of God. So, oh, I lift up my hands, but see, they hold them, they held them, they have held them. लेकिन उन्होंने वो भी रोक ली. न तो मैं रो सकता हूँ, न मैं बोल सकता हूँ, न दुआ मांग सकता हूँ भगवान की हाथों को उठा करके. ये सब तो all scholar friends, who fosters? कौन है? देखो टेरर भी यहाँ, पिटी भी है सफरिंग के लिए. एंड इस टेरर से भी ऊपर फॉस्टर्स की जो फ्यूचर लाइफ है उसके लिए भी फियर है. तो इतनी टेरिबल लाइफ, लेकिन इस वक्त देता कि दे आर होल्डिंग माई टीयर्स, दे आर होल्डिंग माई टंग, दे आर होल्डिंग माई हैंड्स. हु फॉस्टर्स? Foster. Why? Lucifer and Mephistopheles. Oh, gentlemen, I gave them my soul for my cunning. Again, in briefs, everything is. You don't know. Remember, I gave them my soul for my cunning means here knowledge. What? Necromantic knowledge, which gave him these extraordinary powers for this skill of necromancy, black magic. So I gave them my soul for him. So they are here. All, oh God forbid. Oh God forbid. Save him. Let it not happen. God forbid means? बोलते हैं God forbid. हाँ, God. Fosters. दस सी फॉरबिड, जैसे उसने सरफीट को बोला वैसे ही फॉरबिड को कैसे? गॉड फॉरबिड इट मीन्स इट वॉज फॉरबिडन. द पाथ दैट आई हैड चोजन ऑफ ब्लैक मैजिक वॉज फॉरबिडन बाय गॉड एंड आई न्यू इट. इट इज अ फॉरबिडन पाथ अकॉर्डिंग टू रिलीजन. है ब्लैक मैजिक, लेकिन इट इज फॉरबिडन बाय Christianity. So it says God forbid. Yes, yes, God forbid it. Oh, God forbid it indeed. No doubt. Right. वो तो forbid किस सेंस में यूज कर रहा है कि तेरे ऊपर ये ट्रेजेडी नहीं आई भाई. है वो कहता है yes, God forbid it. Indeed. But Faustus had done it. God forbid it, but I have done it. Violated that. For the vain pleasure. Violated for what? For the vain pleasure of 24 years hath Faustus lost eternal joy and felicity. felicity, happiness. For these vain, now he says vain joys. पहले कह रहा 24 years of voluptuous life, life of power, delight, omnipotence, profit. अब कहता vain. Vain pleasure of 24 years. For that, Faustus hath lost eternal joy and felicity. Heaven itself. Faustus has thrown away. That has gone, beyond his, powers. I writ them a bill, means signed them a contract. Writ them a bill, signed them a contract. With mine own blood. Yes, when he signed that contract was written, it was in blood. Mephistopheles signed write in your own blood and sign. In my own blood. The date is expired. Just see how rapidly he summarizes. I writ them a bill with mine own blood. The date is expired. This is the time and he will fetch me. To cut the long story short. Urgency of the moment that is approaching. And the terrible impact on his mind. First scholar, why did not Faustus tell of this before? You did not tell us about this, that ultimately you will go to hell. Why did you not tell us before? That divines might have prayed for thee, so that we would have asked the clergy, the church clergymen to pray for you. There is a, ritual, long ritual to drive away the devils and evil spirits by praying and chanting and incanting. तो हम कभी कभी ला करके वो सेरेमनियाँ वो सर्विस करवा देते तुम्हारे लिए पहले बोलते नहीं आ रहे तो Why did not Faustus tell us of this before? That divines means clergymen, people from the church, might have prayed for you. Faustus says, oft have I thought to have done so. Oft have I thought to have done so, but the devil threatened to tear me in pieces. Whenever I thought of this, means in other words he's saying, whenever I thought of going back to the fold of God, devil threatened me. And his nerves by then had been racked so much by this conflict that he would cave in to the threats of devil. But the devil threatened to tear me in pieces if I named God, to fetch me body and soul, that I will be violating the contract that before 24 years will take you with body and soul. This was the threat held out of it. What could I do? If I once gave ear to divinity, means even if I thought of that divinity and summoning them to my help, this is how I was tortured and threatened, that before 24 years, if you violate that contract, the conditions of the terms and conditions of that contract will fetch you. And that fear, that threat was enough not to go ahead with that idea of going back to the fold of God. And now it is too late. At that time I did not say, these threats prevented me, and now it is too late. Gentlemen, away, lest you perish with me. Friends, that moment has approached. It is coming now. Leave me alone, lest that fate should also affect you. Lest you perish with me. Let me perish. I do not want that you should perish with me. So, gentlemen, away. Then, when he asked them to go, second scholar say, oh, what may we do to save Faustus? Faustus, talk not of me, but save yourself. Depart. Third scholar, God will strengthen me. I will stay with for him. One of them musters courage. No. God is with me. I will stay with Faustus. I will not go. Let me stay. Let's not live alone. You may go, I will like to stay. First scholar, tempt not God. Just as Faustus is tempted. Tempt not God. Don't enrage him. Means you will be actually going against the will of God. So tempt not God, sweet friend. But let us into the next room and pray for him. It is better that we withdraw into the next room, the room nearby, and from there let us pray to God instead of at a safe distance. Faustus, when he hears the word pray, just see, thoda sa jaise for a split second, there is a balming effect. Pray for me. Pray for me. And what noise soever you hear, come not unto me, for nothing can rescue me. Yes, remain there. Pray for me. And whatever noise, terrible noises that you may hear, when devils come to fetch me, don't bother about that. What noise you may hear, come not unto me, for nothing can rescue me. Don't attempt to rescue me. Save me from that situation. Whatever noise, कैसा word use किया, ऐसे कितना terrifying है word यहाँ पे. What noise you may hear in the next room where I am left. तुम दूसरे वहाँ पे सुनोगे. What noise you may hear. Come not unto me, for nothing can rescue me. Second scholar, pray thou, and we will pray that God may have mercy upon thee. Faustus, gentlemen, farewell. If I live still till morning, I will visit you. If not, Faustus is gone to hell. This is the last one. Gentlemen, farewell. If I live still till morning, I will visit you. If not, go after. Think that Faustus is gone to hell. All. Faustus, farewell. This is the end before the last monologue. In between there is a scene.